Brethren, I pray you sing a new song. Sing praise in the assembly of the righteous. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains. Dishonor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song.
It's gonna be a quick little, couple of precepts over Noah and how it was before the flood, right? So read that in Genesis 2 and 5.
God, this is the book of Genesis chapter 2, verse 5.
Yeah.
And every plant of the field before it was...
Salakia, where you at? Yeah. My fault, that's me.
God, and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew, for the Lord God hath caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground.
So he said he had not caused it to rain upon the earth. Now, a lot of people might overlook that and just keep reading because there's a lot of mysteries and parables in Genesis in the first couple of chapters, especially the first couple of chapters. So a lot of times you have to read that so many times that something's going to be opened up to you every time you read it, right? So when you read it, you don't want to read it all lackadaisical. Hey, you got to go into some of these words. Hey, commune with a couple brothers. Y'all might be able to, bounce back and forth and actually get that understanding that you really need to get. So read that 5 again.
God, and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew, for the Lord hath not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground.
And when you read this chapter, when you read them verses right there, it's really talking about Adam, because he ain't chose a man yet. But then he chose Adam and he breathed into his nostrils. But that part, nobody's seen rain actually come out of the sky yet. Hey, how the field and how the flowers would grow, it would actually be a mist that come from underneath the ground to water the plants and to get the trees water. God, you keep going though.
God, verse 6. But there went up a mist from the ground. It came up
a mist from the ground.
From the earth, and watered the whole face of the earth.
God, and that's how our plants will get water. Go ahead.
God, and the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul.
God, so on the days of Adam, when he chose that Adam, they didn't see rain. They didn't know nothing about rain coming out of the firmament. So when you had Noah telling them that, hey, rain gonna come out of the sky, bro, you think people was hearkening and getting down with that? Hell no. Give me that in Hebrews 11 and 7. Hey, and when we tell people that it's going to be nukes coming to America and it's going to destroy Babylon, you think they can believe that? That's hard for them to understand.
Right.
Go ahead.
So with that, back then, they didn't have cameras. They didn't have the news like we did now where there's evidence of these nukes actually coming to hit us. So for now, there's no excuse. People know what's going on, but they just don't want to choose to believe it.
Hey, and they tell you that in Matthew 24. Grab that real quick. Matthew 24 and 37. Somebody grab it. He got it right here. He gonna get it.
God, this is Matthew chapter 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were.
As the days of Noah were.
Right. So shall also the son of the coming of the Son of Man be.
God, so just how it was in the days of Noah, that's how it's gonna be when the Son of Man coming. So what is that talking about? Keep reading.
God. It says, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
God, so everybody just having fun, making mirth. And that's the same thing going around in America. A whole lot of folly, a whole lot of junking and cooling. What not gonna say? Hey, sucking and cooling and jiving. Everybody playing the ground, ain't nobody making haste, ain't nobody knowing how to navigate through the darkness because we're going through the shadow of darkness right now.
Did it say giving in marriage?
Giving in marriage. That's what they do, and and to be honest, bro, it's not even marriage. It's just a whole lot of whoremongering,
right?
A whole lot of prostitution. Niggas can't flip weed, so they start flipping the daughters of Zion. Come on.
It says, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the Son of Man be.
Hey, so that's how it's gonna be with the Son of Man. But we know in Genesis 7, he made that covenant to never flood the earth again. So he's not gonna use water. We know that water and fire is elements of purification. Like when you go and clean your child, you clean them with water. When you want to clean food, you put it on that oven, you put it on that skillet, you clean. Hey, what do you say in Sirach 2? That you're gonna be purified through that furnace of adversity. So fire is an element or a sign or a symbol for purification. So the earth is gonna destroy and purify the earth through fire, through them nukes, through your Helen shot coming back with that sword. Come on, give me that in Hebrews. Out of his
God, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 7. Read. By faith Noah, being warned of God of things not seen as yet.
Hey, so what was that thing that was not seen? The thing that was not seen was that water coming out of the firmament.
God.
Hey, can't nobody, hey, back then, couldn't nobody imagine water coming from the sky? Hey, you ask somebody, you think America gonna get hit with nukes? They're like, well, hell no, you know, America is great. You know, can't nobody deal with us. We badass. You ask an Edomite, they're like, hell no, fuck no.
Hey, it ain't even an Edomite. Hey, my mom said that. She said, can't nobody mess with America.
Hey, and that's that wine. They real drunk. Cause look, just how the Israelites was overthrown, all the nations came together to cut us off. That's what's gonna happen to America. You're gonna have nation and other nations linking up to overthrow America. And don't nobody want to get down with that. Don't nobody believe that's a possibility. You know, don't nobody like a whore. Don't nobody like a thought. And that's what America is.
Hey, and just to make another point, the brother said don't nobody believe that. So just like the situation that's going on with Iran, you know, Trump after he attacked Iran back, he said he think it's no more like basically danger, like they stand down.
Hell no.
Hey,
They probably over there making phone calls. Hey, I seen an article and you got them the other nations linking up and going over what was it? Like basically
testing missiles.
Hey, you got them testing missiles, but they going on like basically they linking up and they going over war tactics.
Russia, China, North Korea over the
Yeah, they probably linking up. You know, we gonna go this way and like y'all can go east and like we gonna loop around the back. They probably calling each other, you know, making it hot.
Hey, all I can say is Trump think he got that situation under control. Iran not playing, bro.
Bro, Trump is literally a tool to get America destroyed, and that's why you know time is speeding up. How all of a sudden you get this weirdo in office? Like he had no chill. That's how you know stuff is speeding up. He should have. I'm not gonna say he should have never been president, but that's how you know he's at the most hot. Because stuff is really starting to come past quick.
And that goes into what you just said. He said that nobody likes a thought, nobody likes a whore. We know in Revelations that's who that woman is.
Who sit upon many waters.
And the scriptures say that them 10 horns, which is those different nations, they gonna hate the whore and they gonna burn her flesh. They gonna make her desolate and naked and burn her with fire.
And it tell you that she sit upon many waters. And then it tell you in verse 15, it tell you that the many waters were multitudes and nations of people. And you know what that means. She's sitting upon them people. You know when an aggressive woman, they wanna get on top. They wanna feel like they really doing something. And that's how America is. She like to hold herself at the top and be that thought who walk around like she can't be touched when everybody done touched her. That's what she do though.
God, this is Revelation chapter 18 and 7. It says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit as a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. Like he said, like with Trump, he think he got the situation under control because they didn't have the situation under control plenty of times and before. But what they don't understand is this is prophecy for them to be destroyed. And we are at the end of the end. So we see these prophecies unraveling, man. Like you messing with Iran, man, like Iran is quiet, right? Might be quiet right now. It might not happen right now, but Iran is gonna stir up the rest of those kings of the east, and that's when it's just gonna be out of nowhere, like the scriptures say, like in the days of Noah. They ain't nobody gonna see it coming.
They even backed out that nuclear deal. Even then, they never was a part of it, even though they signed the paper. Like, don't nobody like the great whore America.
Hey, everybody know that America break treaties and promises.
For real.
They ain't never kept a treaty.
They ain't never kept a treaty. Hey,
For real.
hey, and I'm gonna grab this quick preset. You know America is that whore. All she do, so like, yeah, I'm gonna just get the verse. This is Sirach 27:2. It says, as a nail, it's like, yeah, as a nail sticketh fast between the joinings of the stones, so does sin stick close between buying and selling. And we know you got these world trading centers. You got a couple of them. I can't think of the names off the top, but you got ways for people to send and make trade, buy, sell, and trade between the other nations.
That's in New York.
It's a couple of them. That's a couple of them. But we know that they got them enterprises like that, and we know there's a lot of sin going on because that's what it's saying, Sirach. And we know that America is that whore, and all she do is sin. So you know you got all of these cargo in America, you know, fucking over all these countries for so long, they fed up with that. Everything ain't finna keep being, you know, everything ain't finna keep going their way. I don't know why everybody think America is untouchable.
Right, they the biggest bullies, man. All this bullying, sanctions, invading countries, false flags. You know, you got the American embassy in every country, but there's no other country got an embassy here. That's a bully right there. They get tired of that, man. Especially with killing a commander like that. Like, yeah.
It's gonna get weird.
Yeah.
And that's how you know the Most High stirring up these spirits in these other nations.
Like what they say in the world, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yep.
Fine. Hey, and America gonna go out with a bang.
Let me get that.
Maybe the falls of that man.
We're gonna go out with a big bang.
Hey, don't they say we're gonna be talking about them in the kingdom? It's gonna be like a memorial.
Yeah, it's like, damn, bro, I barely even remember them niggas.
Egypt, they be talking about
Hey,
and they said their name gonna disappear among men.
we don't even, niggas ain't gonna be talking about Edomites, but they gonna be talking about how we was delivered. And they ain't gonna be talking about how we was delivered out of Egypt. Y'all remember how y'all was delivered out of Babylon and spiritual Egypt?
Great.
The land of the
That's
north.
what they gonna call it.
Hey, bring that out, though. Where I have you at? Go to, you got something?
Yeah, I go ahead. This is for what the brother just said. This is Revelation chapter 18 and 21, because he said the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And that's prophecy also of an angel prophesying of that. Speaking of that. This is Revelation 18:21. It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone. So this angel grabbed a big rock. It's symbolic. He took a big rock. It says, and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more. And that goes into, it's two things. When you throw a big rock in the sea, it goes down very fast and you never see that rock no more. So that's what this is symbolic for, of that angel throwing that rock in the sea like that. Like he said, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. And big people, they don't get back up, man, after you knock them. Hebrews 11:7.
Yeah, start at read 1 real quick and then jump to 7.
God. This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1.
God.
It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Hey, the evidence of things not seen. That's how you know you got faith. Now go down to 7.
God. Verse 7. By faith Noah, being warned of God of things not seen as yet.
God, keep going.
Moved with fear. Prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
God.
By the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
So Noah had enough faith, and I always touch on this. Faith is not a new thing. Everybody back in the old days, they had faith too. They put their trust in the Most High. That's not a new thing that came about out of nowhere. But it had to be broken down in a different way because you put your faith in Yahweh Shah. Because Yahweh Shah is the mediator to God. To make it simple. No. What you trying to grab? Go ahead. Hey, so we put that one in Matthew 24 and 37 to make you that relation. How it was back then, nobody believed that what Noah was preaching and prophesying about was actually going to come to pass. But when that shit happened, they was probably trying to scratch and grab up on the ark. Trying to,
here, take my baby.
Yeah, take my kid, please. Just say, no, nigga, we going. Scream.
Hey, even if he tried to open that mug, you know, the Lord closed that ark. Noah couldn't close that ark. It had to be the Most High who closed that ark. And you wasn't getting it open.
It was too fat. He'll give you the measurements. There was the motherfucker was fat. You had so many animals and cattle in there, it had to be fat. So that, hey, some of these things is amazing when you read the Bible. These is actually, our forefathers were hard. We're gonna, hopefully, Lord willing, we're gonna do, a series about our forefathers because they was the real deal. Hey, but you got a precept here.
This is Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 44 and verse 17. It said, Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath. He was taken in exchange for the world.
God.
Right, because Noah prophesied, man, he lived 950 years. And it said he lived like 300 years after the flood. So he prophesied a very long time. Just like what we do. The elders been prophesying ever since the 60s, man. So people got enough time to go do their research. They got, like, it's not, the Most High don't give you a whole life. Like, you know, it takes a year for you to come to a different age. Most High does not give you all that time just to sit around and, like the brothers say, like smoke weed and chill and just know that try to chase women. That's not what the Most High gave you. He gave you that to obtain wisdom.
Hey, and just to piggyback off that, in Genesis chapter 6, and tell you for the wickedness and that it's abounding so much, the days of men had to be shortened because there was too much wickedness going on. So he had to shorten and put a cap on the days of how long that man could actually live. Because men ain't doing nothing that he told them to do. All they want to do is sit back on the couch. What did it tell you in, I believe it's Amos. He want to sit back on the couch, you know, listen to the vials, and you know,
sitting on that
chill.
ivory.
Yeah.
But even with that, the whole time, like, because we was flesh, you know, our flesh is subject to sin. So that's why he said spirit should not always
Dwell with men.
dwell with men. You know, that's why he shortened and kept our life. Hey, and then let's go back to Adam. Hey, that evil, that seed that was sown in the mind of Adam since the beginning. So it's already set up in this spirit.
God. So it says, therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came. It says, an everlasting covenant was made with him, and all flesh should perish no more by the flood. Right, so that goes into, it's not, like the brother was bringing out, it's not going to perish by the flood this time. This time, he didn't say he wasn't going to perish by another reason. He just said the flood this time. So yeah, them nukes is coming this time. It's going to clean it up. It's like you going to Numbers 35 and 33. The only way the land can be cleansed is by the blood of him that shed it. And that goes into not just daggering them. That goes into, hey, that fire hitting them too, man. Because that's how they take out everybody else.
Done. No, Flagger, that's it. Unless you want to touch on how you gonna use the animals too. Because it ain't all gonna be men versus men. You know, it's not gonna strictly be that. The Most High gonna put the spirit and stir the spirits up and get them beasts the command to kill men too. Now you got what happened with that gorilla? The kid jumped in there. Harambe. Tell me how you told me.
Harambe in his case, chilling, doing his own thing.
Hey, and that's really messed up when you think about it, how they go capture animals and put them in a small space and put them in a reserve.
They ready to pop off.
Yeah, they ready. You think the Most High not gonna stir up them spirits? Them animals gonna be in there tripping.
So like in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, it's the ungodly speaking, and it says, let us use the creatures as in you. Basically, let us enjoy them like they action figures or something.
Hey, because they know they have but only a short time.
So, like how they capture the animals and put them in the zoo, whenever the animal kills somebody, they put the animal down.
Yeah.
They kill the animal, which ain't right.
When the kid hopped in his shit.
When the kid hopped in his spot. The kid didn't even die, but they still killed Harambe.
Yeah.
So,
hey, and they went and got that animal from where his habitat is, brought him to the cage that he got to suffer in, and when a kid jump in there, they put the animal down. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, that's crazy.
Right. That's why I say in Romans, the earnest expectation of the creatures that not manifest. You know, they waiting on the elect to be sealed too. You know, they waiting on. They waiting too. They waiting too.
Hey.
Like, these animals, they know what's going on. They not oblivious to nothing. They know stuff before we know things.
Hey, when the seasons start changing, and you got the birds as a whole flock, just how a flock flew over. They are aware that certain seasons they need to go into a different place because it's too cold right now.
They can feel when something not right.
Hey.
They can feel certain vibrations in the air.
Kind, good point. Hey, you can have a dog. Some dogs can sense when that person is wicked and evil. Hey, same thing with little babies. Some babies you can put them in and you know he's straight. And then this nigga walk in, you don't know this nigga, that nigga crying.
Screaming.
Yeah, try to get out of there.
Hey, and you who a perfect example is that? Trump, when that little black kid, when he walked in that classroom. Oh, yeah. No, he seemed like a damn wildebeest or something. That kid was crazy.
Hey, look, migrating. You see him migrating
Right.
right now?
It's cold as hell, too.
Man, they better not shit on me, though.
All right, so I'm finished.
Yeah, bring that out.
All right, Con, this is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance,
Con.
which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Hey, it said it appeased the wrath of them that made him. So that's going to actually please the Most High. And it's going to calm him down because he's going to put that spirit on the animals to go do his will. Just how the Most High can give us a commandment or a command, he can do that with the animals and with the beasts too. Right? And Leviathan. Don't forget about Leviathan and Job. You can actually pull that too. But the Most High actually going to put the spirit on these animals. Hey, and they're going to be turning these humans, they're going to be turning men and women and babies up.
It's like we're waiting on to turn them up, animals waiting on to turn them up.
It's going to be over with. Go ahead.
I'm gonna finish this one.
You gonna read it.
It says, oh my bad. It says, in the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right. So, and that goes also into like, it says pour out their force, like the most strongest thing they can do, like hyenas. The best thing they can do is they can get you while you fighting for your life. Them hyenas can still be eating at your flesh. That's pouring out their force. They using their strongest mechanism, and that's to eat you alive while you fighting for your life. That's how all animals is gonna be in that time. They're gonna be using their force, their hunting skills, all of these things, sniffing you out. They're gonna be doing all these things, and this is gonna be appeasing the wrath of him that made them. It says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. It says, teeth of wild beasts.
Teeth of who?
Wild beasts.
Go ahead.
And scorpions and serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Somebody give me Amos 5 and 11. I think that's what I want. They tell you the date, and that date is going to be like you got away from a snake. Amos 5 and 18. 5 and 18. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want right there. Is that it? You keep going though. Or read that part, that last part again.
God, it says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Man, and so all hell gonna be breaking loose. It's not just gonna be men and nukes. It's gonna be animal. You're gonna have the whole world going crazy, going dumb. It's gonna be like something you can't. It take a long time. You gotta really be in the spirit to actually meditate on what them days really gonna be like. You gotta go precept upon precept to actually get an actual visual of what it's really gonna be like.
It's still ain't gonna happen.
You still ain't gonna, cause it's gonna be like something you never seen before. It's gonna be. You see shit on these movies, you're gonna be like, man, this shit like a class A movie. I ain't never seen this before.
Who showed us the movie though? What is it? Cabin in the Woods? Come on.
It's gonna get crazy.
That Cabin in the Woods.
Hey, it's gonna be animals you ain't even seen before. You know what the hell is that? You trying to run from it?
Snake like 20 feet.
Read that. Yeah, you gon'.
Or got a snake body and a human head.
Yeah, it's gonna be some
snake flying.
Hey,
right,
and you know how Esau like to do? They like to inject certain DNA into this and shit. You gonna have a snake with legs.
Hog man and shit.
This is Amos chapter 5 and verse 18.
Uh-huh.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Go ahead.
To what end is it for you?
Come on.
The day of the Lord is darkness and no light.
And no light. Go ahead.
As if a man did flee from a lion.
As he flee from who?
A lion.
Go ahead.
And a bear met him.
And a what?
And a bear met him.
You got away from the lion barely, and then you get confronted by a 10-foot bear. Go ahead.
Or went into the house.
Hey, you got away from the bear and you went in the house and you shut the door and you like, whoo, shit, I barely got out of that one. Then what?
And leaned his head on the wall.
You like, shit, man, I made it.
And a serpent bit him.
And then you got bit by a snake and now you got poison. Go ahead, that's it. That's it.
And that goes into like, that's symbolic for like, you know what I'm saying? You running from military troops and you finally get away. But then you thirsty as hell and you gotta go look for some water. And then later on that day you hungry. So that's all symbolic for it. It's just gonna be pure hell for you in that
It's
day.
gonna be something after something after something after something. You get away from the FEMA camps and you like, damn, I need some water. Next thing you know, This nigga, you hanging out with this nigga, and he a damn fool. He deliver you up to them niggas for some water.
Right.
It's gonna be all hell breaking loose. Niggas gonna be betraying niggas for the smallest things. It tell you in Sirach that people are sinful of small matter. People gonna be giving you up for a portion of bread.
Or thinking they gonna barely get some tree in there or something.
Con.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas gonna be trying to still do drugs whenever all hell break loose.
Right, thinking they gonna cope with that.
Niggas trying to mix it up, trying to, damn bro, fuck it, you know, I'm going out. You know, he gonna be in the store like shit, you know.
Got oregano and shit, trying to get high off of it.
Trying to do some weird shit.
Right. Use it as K2 and shit.
Niggas huffing paint probably.
Right.
Niggas gonna be trying to eat drywall.
Drinking Listerine and shit, trying to get
Niggas,
drunk.
man, niggas gonna be bugging out. Niggas gonna be bugging out, bro. There's gonna be so much, it's so much folly and so much stupid shit gonna be going on. We can't even go into all of it, because it's gonna be, niggas probably gonna be ciphering gas trying to drink it.
Right.
You know, it ain't no, I can't even tell you what the hell gonna go. It's just gonna be something we ain't never seen before. You got some?
God, and like touch on the animals and things. You also, like, that people don't mention, you got Leviathan. And who Leviathan is that's where they get Godzilla from. When you watch those movies, that's who Leviathan is in the scriptures, and he's at the bottom of the ocean, because, you know, nobody has ever got all the way down there, because somebody had brought it out, like, your head will pop.
Yeah.
If you go all the way, but Leviathan is down there, and he's waiting on his call. Like, what's that movie, something of the Titans? Clash of the Titans? The Kraken, that's supposed to be Leviathan. They know he's in there, and they know. That's why they making movies of it.
Hey, and the Edomites, they think they're so superior, but they can't even go to the depths of the sea. They got these submarines, but they can only go so low. You go too low, that bitch start breaking in. Your whole insides will get crushed. Go ahead.
God, this is Job chapter 41 and 1. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with a hook?
Hell no.
This is a question mark. Or his tongue with a cord, which thou lettest down? So it's basically, it's letting you know he's in the sea, because it's giving you the symbolic of using a fishing pole. It says, canst thou put a hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn? Will he make any supplication unto him? Like, is he gonna beg you to let him go or anything like that? He's not gonna make no supplication. When he be brought out that water, he's gonna do exactly what he's supposed to do. And it ain't gonna be no accidents, it ain't gonna be none of that. Even like for the Jakes, man, that have to deal with that, man, it ain't gonna be no accidents. It says, will he make a covenant with thee? Wilt thou take him for a servant? And that goes into Esau, because you know Esau want everything for themselves and use it for their own events, like that movie Jurassic World, how they wanted those what is they called though?
Oh, the Raptors?
The Raptors. They wanted those Raptors to kill them other people, like use them as military servants. You ain't gonna be able to do that with Leviathan.
You ain't gonna be able to look, man, you know, put a chip in his head and make him navigate. That nigga ain't playing with nobody. You ain't gonna be able to give him a command and make him move this way.
At all.
Hey, and just how it was back in the days of Noah, shit that nobody seen, niggas gonna see Leviathan like, oh shit. I ain't know that shit was real. I'm like, oh shit, bro, you know, you told me that. I ain't know that shit was really, Hey, and then Saul's hell gonna be breaking loose. I'm like, bro, so what was you saying about Deuteronomy 28? Hey, bro, what was that breakdown? What was that parable, bro? Hold on, bro. No, bro, we gonna be like, nah, nigga, it's time to go, you know. We ain't gonna be there. We gonna be pushing this way.
Hey, we working at our own salvation right now.
with fear and trembling. And niggas trying to, bro, what you say, we are chosen people? No, nigga, look, we was out there in the cold, you know, it was raining. Hey, we was out there all summer. We was out there during the spring. We was out there when, when it was all fun and games, when everybody was making folly and making murk. Y'all ain't had no time for us.
Mocking us.
Hey, scoffing. Hey, you seen us. We broke bread with you. You said, you know, that makes sense, but I got something better to do.
I got a precept for that.
Go ahead.
Right, so this happened in the time of 70 AD, but we know all scriptures have more than one meaning. So this is Ezekiel 7:25. It said, destruction coming, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So this is talking about the latter days when Jacob's trouble and all this stuff happened. It says, mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall come upon rumor. Like brothers said, like hearing about stuff that's happening in another state or another city, and they ain't gonna be able to get to that place to actually see what's going on. It's gonna be a rumor. So for them to wonder if it's really true, but it's gonna be true. It says, then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest and counsel from the ancient. Right? They ain't gonna bear to come to us and get that information because we gonna be gone. The Most High gonna be hiding us. Like they say, a man is gonna be more precious than fine gold. You can't just go anywhere and find gold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just can't.
It don't work like that. So whenever y'all seeking for that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, what it say in Isaiah, Slakia, is that no, that's Amos. It tell you it's gonna be a famine in the world, and it's not gonna be with bread and with water. It's gonna be of the word and hearing the words of the Most High. Hey, what he say in Isaiah? Seek ye while the Lord may be found. But don't nobody want to deal with this right now. Everybody want to make mirth. Everybody want to have fun. Everybody want to play games. Hey, and right now it's the worst time to be playing games with it. And those Israelites who know that they are Israelite and still playing with it on the fence, hey, y'all better stop playing with it for the Most High. Take that spirit and that candlestick out of your bosom. But he snatched that oil off. Everything you thought you knew, he gonna snatch it from you and give you that reprobate mind. And then you gonna be like, damn, bro, you know, I should have stood close by y'all. You gonna be out there in the middle of the ocean with a little canoe, not knowing where to go. And we gonna be somewhere in the land, eating good. And he said he gonna preserve us. Everybody gonna be hungry, but we're gonna be eating. He told you all the food that they got saved and stored up. He's gonna get that to his chosen one. It's gonna be laid up for the righteous. So all of that work they doing, that's gonna be handed over to us. Hey, and the kingdom gonna be translated to us. People don't understand that America gonna fall. Every great civilization always fail. Every one of them. So what makes you think that America not gonna fall?
They never believed it until before it happened.
And that's all prophesied in the Bible, that they was gonna fall. And they was gonna be handed this way and handed that way. But he told you when this place fall, we gonna take dominion and rulership and we gonna rule over the nations with a rod of iron, and it shall never fail. It should never be taken down. Because we're gonna do it right this time. We're gonna do it in righteousness. Ain't nobody gonna be like, no, I don't wanna do that. Hey, what it say in Isaiah 60 and 12? It said the nation that don't want you to rule over them, kill them. Slay them before them. Bring it to, what he say in Luke 19? He said, bring them hither and slay them before me. Ain't gonna be no games. Ain't gonna be no talking it out. Either you gonna get down or you gonna what he say, either you gonna get down or you gonna lay down. You gonna lay down. It ain't gonna be no, I really think you should keep these commandments. Nah, nigga, it's gonna be done. What you got?
And that goes into the Most High, symbolically the Most High, like looking at the carnal like that. The Most High being, he sent out, he like, hey, messenger, he go handle that, he send a message, they don't do it, he send them hunters, like Jeremiah 16 and 16 say. But this is the precept for what you just brought out. This is 2nd Ezra 2 and 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. For I will require from them among thy number. And that goes into the 2/3. He's going to require that 1/3 from among that number, the 2/3. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. It says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord. Right, so this is prophecy that this is going to happen. Some brothers is going to be merry and have abundance in that day. Like a day of horror. Like brother brought up that Amos 5 and 18. Like some brothers it's gonna be hectic for them, man.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be chaos.
Beyond chaos, man. You can go to like the Jim Crow eras. You can go to World Wars. It's nothing gonna be like this, man. This day is gonna be worse than all of that, man. The Book of Eli. That looked horrible in that movie, but it's gonna be worse than that.
Worse than that.
And it's like the whole point of it is Noah prophesied these same things, was telling these people the same things, man. Like, ain't nothing new under the sun. Noah was telling these people the same things, man. Y'all better get right before this happened.
And ain't nobody want to argue.
They don't want to listen.
Ain't nobody want to argue. Hey, so for y'all half out Israelites who sitting on the fence, watching on the sidelines, hey man, it's time to get with it. Hey, and it ain't no point of being in the middle. Either you're gonna be in or you're gonna be out. You might as well don't even waste your time, and if you still thinking if this the right way to go. You might as well just go do what you was gonna do. Go do what you've been doing.
Which is nothing.
For real. And for y'all O2 Israelites, all y'all do is on Facebook. Get them Twitter fingers Either y'all need to go do something or shut up, bro, because y'all got all of this information and ain't dealing with nobody. Ain't putting in no work.
Talking all this.
Hey, all they want to do is smoke weed all day and make posts.
Talk about the Lord like he ain't gonna return.
Scoffers.
Right, like, and that goes like, man, I forgot who I was bringing this out to. Like, it's just like Jake, man. We love surprises, man. The Lord gonna surprise them. It's gonna be crazy, bro. Like when you go into the White House, bro, the best thing you would want to give somebody is a surprise by showing up. That's how the Lord gonna be. When he show up, he gonna be like surprised, and it's gonna be that King of Kings entrance, and them ones who's like, yeah, how was this and yeah, how was that, yeah, how was shot this and yeah, how was that. It's gonna be over for him.
They're gonna be raps. Fucked up, huh? All right. Hey, but with that, call halal Yahweh, Mahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Death to America.
Death to America.
Death to America.
Death to America.
Call y'all Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Never ever forget, death to America.
Death to America.